Shrinkflation. It's a sneaky little trick companies use to make more money. They give you less product for the same price. Sneaky, right? Like a magician making your money disappear. But instead of a puff of smoke, you get less toilet paper. Why is shrinkflation becoming so common? Because it's easy money. Companies face rising costs. Instead of raising prices and risking losing customers, they shrink the product. They bet you won't notice. And often they're right. Companies get away with it because they're clever. They make tiny changes. They change the packaging design to disguise the smaller size. They use confusing units of measurement. They know you're not carrying a measuring tape in the grocery store. Think about it. When was the last time you checked the weight of your cereal box? Or counted the sheets on a toilet paper roll? Probably never. And that's exactly what companies are banking on. They're banking on your trust and your busy life. Shrinkflation doesn't just hurt our wallets. It makes us feel cheated. It feels like a betrayal of trust. We thought we were getting a fair deal, but we're not. It's like finding out your favorite band is lip syncing. This feeling of being cheated can have serious consequences. It erodes our trust in brands. We start to question everything. We become cynical and suspicious. Is anything what it seems anymore? This distrust can spread. We start to distrust other companies. We distrust the government. We distrust the entire system. And that's bad news for everyone. Shrinkflation also makes us feel powerless. We feel like we're being taken advantage of, but there's nothing we can do about it. We're stuck paying the same price for less product. It's a recipe for frustration and resentment. Shrinkflation hurts everyone, but it hits low-income consumers the hardest. They have less money to begin with, so every penny counts. When products shrink, they feel the pinch more acutely. Low-income families often rely on staple products like cereal, pasta, and rice. These are the products most likely to be affected by shrinkflation. This means they have to buy these products more often, further straining their limited budgets. Shrinkflation also exacerbates food insecurity. When families can't afford enough food, they have to make tough choices. They skip meals. They buy cheaper, less nutritious food. This can lead to health problems and malnutrition. The economic implications of shrinkflation are far-reaching. It contributes to inflation. It reduces consumer spending. It undermines confidence in the economy, and it disproportionately burdens the most vulnerable members of society. So how do we fight back against shrinkflation? We need a two-pronged approach: regulations and consumer action. First, we need stronger regulations. The government needs to step up and protect consumers from deceptive practices. They need to set clear standards for product sizes and labeling. They need to make it harder for companies to pull a fast one. Second, consumers need to be more vigilant. We need to pay attention to product sizes. We need to compare prices. We need to call out companies that engage in shrinkflation. We need to vote with our wallets and support companies that treat their customers fairly. There are things you can do right now. Start reading labels carefully. Compare unit prices. Use price comparison apps. Look for alternative brands that offer better value. And don't be afraid to speak up. Complain to the company. Share your experience on social media. Let them know you're not going to take it anymore. Remember, you have power. You have the power to choose where you spend your money. You have the power to demand better from companies. You have the power to make a difference. Shrinkflation is a serious issue. It's sneaky, it's unfair, and it's hurting consumers, especially the most vulnerable. But we don't have to sit back and take it. We can fight back. By demanding stronger regulations and becoming more informed consumers, we can put a stop to this deceptive practice. We can hold companies accountable for their actions. We can protect our wallets and our right to a fair deal. Don't let shrinkflation win. Be aware, be informed, be proactive, and never underestimate the power of a well-informed consumer.